So obviously plays well in the holding role. He doesn't like through balls. He doesn't dive into tackles, which I'm quite surprised by. Because of the aggression. I thought he'd be diving in all over the shot. Maybe he's instructed to not dive in. Yeah, that's another thing. Let's look at his bookings. 4 yellows. He was earmarked as the definite card machine, but he's yet to have a red. I haven't seen him have a red. And we're 5 years in. Doesn't time fly? We'll be 21 this year. No, we won't be. We'll be 21 in 2019. So we've still got the best parts of our careers to come now. Got 1 more year of steady development. So in the next one, I'm expecting to see some 16s creeping in here, a couple of 16s here. So when's your contract expire? 2 years. So this time next year, you should have Arsenal will either bump you up in a contract or they'll sell you on. I imagine. You'd still have 18 months to run, I think. No, you'd still have like 14 months, so maybe not. Within 12 months they would. Okay, moving on. Stephen Passing Horse, has he gotten away? Yeah, oh no, he was already at City. Still listed for loan. Oh no. I've got a bad feeling. His first touch is coming along nicely though. It's a lovely first touch. Strength's okay. Just needs games. Let's see if he's got any games. Oh. That's depressing. I don't know what other word to say. Yet to make a competitive league start in 4 seasons. When does your contract expire? You need to get out of City. Oh no. Not for another 3 years. No one is loaning you. No one's seen you play. Why would anyone want to loan you? Who was that guy for City in real life? He had the blonde hair and sort of curtains. He broke onto the scene, was like really good for 1 year, and then he just got fat. He got injured and got fat, and I think he retired now. Like retired at 23 or something. I wouldn't be surprised if Stephen's career keeps going like this. He'll just retire. He'll just retire. What's the point? I just want him to get games. I'm just fed up of looking at someone with talent. Wasted talent. If there's one thing I hate, it's wasted talent. Let's see if he's got any issues. That's just an insult to Yaya Toure, really. Hoping, yep. We're all hoping. Did get 1 at 7.10. So you're going to be almost too old to play for England now. They're going to be looking past you at this age, focusing on other people, because that hasn't really progressed much. Let's see, you might have been injured. Something like this happened. Maybe the window again, you were injured. Let's see. No excuses this time. No excuses. I don't know what they're doing. So who else have we got? Stephen at City, Connor at City, and Reflex Chris at City. So it's good contingent. He's not going to have any achievements still, is he? It's part of the squad seen him play. That's still a bargain though, because he's still valued at 3 million. So City could just cash out. Let him develop, but it's almost like they're just spoiling him. As in, they're ruining him so no one else can have him. He's just happy counting the cash. He's not even unhappy about not playing. He should be kicking up a fuss, saying, I want games, just get me out on loan. But that's nice. That's obviously come up a lot because of the youth academy facilities at City. They have improved him, considering he hasn't played a game in 4 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons. You'd think he should just be 10s really, 10s and 11s, rather than the passing, which I gave him. So that's still a good determination. Like Connor's gone down 1, Aiden's gone down 4. 18, you're still going to be a really determined person. So I'm surprised he's not more dedicated. I've still got a lot of hope for Stephen. I'm not giving up on him. Nick at Roma, how many games did he play? He's listed for loan. Looks like he hasn't moved on at all. He's more what I would have imagined for Stephen, considering Stephen's not played. Lots of 11s and flat 12s and nothing really pushing above. No, not 113 other than the 2 perks. So I've got a feeling he has not played a single game for Roma, or maybe a handful of subs. 1. 3 games for Roma in 2 years. Roma was a bad move. There's so many Greeks at Roma, they must have been in his ear saying, oh yeah, come and join us. It does happen in the game. You get an influx of players from one country going to a certain club, and because Roma already had, I think, a few Greeks on the books, they've obviously influenced him. And this average rating is over a 5-year period. Even when Nick plays at under 21, I always see him just average about 6.6. So this must be like reserve Italian football. Even that's not. It's not like he's showing any promise in the reserves. He's just mediocre. He is listed for loan, but I think he was listed for loan last time. So the difference here, remember when I was running through everyone saying he needs a loan, everyone, or he needs a move. Everyone either got the loan and move that I've gone through so far, except Nick. I wanted a loan, considering I was at Real Madrid, but at least I started playing for their first team, which I didn't expect. Nick's not progressed this year. It was a bad year for Nick. Just compare him to Stephen. It's like Stephen hasn't played, but he's got good facilities and has improved on the eye. Where is it? Stephen's taller, physically bigger. So you've got 2 years left on your contract, Nick. You want to get away. If you don't go away this summer, definitely I'd say next summer, because you're based abroad. English clubs can approach to sign you, but that's not until Christmas of 2019. So we're still a fair 18 months away from that. But yeah, obviously your technique's much better, but think about it. Stephen started on 10 for all of these except 17, except 15 there. So pretty level pegging on a lot of things, but you're not better than him on anything other than your 2 perks. And Stephen hasn't played a game, and he hated Brentford. So I'm actually more disappointed in Nick in a way, considering it was a bad career move. But there's still time. But Nick's going to looking like a championship player to me on these stats now. Maybe you just go back to Brentford. You love Brentford things, but no, Brentford obviously aren't good enough. Roma to Brentford is just not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I'll look at your injuries actually. Sorry, just see if you were. Yeah, don't even have that as an excuse. What am I looking for now? Achievements. No, so you want a youth tournament with Roma. So you're still playing youth for them. That's where all your non-competitive games are coming from. That's quite a prestigious youth tournament. It's like the best youth club tournament other than the Youth Champions League. And you made an international debut at 19. So you've got promise. But Roma are spoiling you. But you're the most decorated out of all of us so far. At youth level anyway. Or that was senior, I suppose. Alright, we'll move on to Ross.